Okay, good morning, everyone. My name again is Edward Berase, and I'm here to show you a very simple business, okay, called TONOIT, how you can earn $10,000 or more consistently from a $500 crypto business. Okay, now follow me as I take you from one step to the other. Now look at this. First, here's the disclaimer. Every effort has been made, okay, to accurately represent these product services. Information presented here is not to be interpreted as a promise or guarantee of earnings. Please take note of that. Any potential is entirely dependent on the person using our products, our services, and our ideas. So it depends on how you use it. Trust me, if you do, whatever I want to show you now will become a reality. There's a part to play. Now, let's talk about TONOIT. TONOIT was founded in 2018, of course, based in Australia, and got three pioneers. We have Gavin Victor, and we have Joker Nax, and of course, we have Marius Landman, the voice of whom we heard a while ago. Marius Landman is one of the smartest individuals, arguably, okay, in the world. He has an algorithm that gives a direction, the trend of cryptocurrency for a couple of years now. Okay, and he had been doing that for some time. But please, he didn't start with cryptocurrency. He had been doing same thing for oil and gas companies because he had been a consultant to a number of them. Okay, with his algorithm, he's able to tell them when to buy oil, when to sell, and when to hold. But now in the crypto space, he's telling us when to buy, when to sell, and when to hold. You're going to find out all of that pretty soon. Now, with that coming from him and his team, friends, there's a vision for you, the vision for me to help you and I, okay, earn $10,000 or more consistently from the crypto market. Yes, it's very volatile, but you're going to find out how you can profit from it while we go on. Now, here's our product. We have crypto education and farming. Yes, farming, crypto farming. You're going to find out how we do, how we go about the farming. Crypto education, you'll be told, you'll be taught how that happens. And of course, you profit from the farming beyond the education. Now, there's a part of active and passive income. There's a little you will need to do today, and after that, you start earning some passive income. Let's start with the crypto education and farming. Now, CNN Business got this to say, okay, so a couple of months ago, that the best investment of the decade was turning $1 into $90,000. And that only happened in the crypto market. That only happened with Bitcoin. It simply means that if you had invested $1 in Bitcoin, okay, a couple of years ago, 10 years ago precisely, today, that would have given you $90,000 at the end of that decade. If you had invested $10, that would have given you $900,000. Now, imagine if you had invested $100, that would have given you $9 million in one decade. CNN could hold it, but to let out the truth that investment in Bitcoin was the best in the last decade. Now, we're talking about crypto farming, right? Look at this. I can tell you that nothing beats crypto farming. Nothing beats crypto farming. I have just explained to you how CNN got to let us know that $1 was able to turn $90,000 in one decade. In 2017 was the peak of the whole thing. Did you know that Bitcoin started with around $900,000 January 2017? 2017 January, February, March, April. By December 2017, same year, the Bitcoin that was sold at $1,000 at January became $20,000 for one Bitcoin. $20,000, yes, for one Bitcoin. Imagine the percentage increase. Now, the question coming from Forbes right now, are you sure 2020 is not going to be another 2017? That Bitcoin, okay, skyrocketed and people didn't believe their eyes. Bitcoin could be the first, okay, could be this year's best performing asset. Find out. Of course, you know Bitcoin's currency, same time, an asset, and that's what's been traded in the stock market today. Now look at this. Why we are taking advantage of what we have and why it is actually working out for us. Look at this. Okay. Now, this is how people get into the movement of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin goes up, down, up, down. It doesn't go in one direction. It's always up and down, up and down. Now, at the bottom, we see Bitcoin move the optimism. I want to say Bitcoin, and of course other cryptos. They're over 2,000 in the coin market cap. You get to the point of excitement. People are excited. Hey, crypto is moving. Crypto is going up. I think it's time to buy. They say, let's wait a minute. Let's wait for a while. Then it gets to the top, the point of euphoria. They're happy. They're excited. They're jumping in so that they can follow the trend and make some money, unknown to them that they're actually entering when they ought to be going out. Then before they know what is happening, the price starts dipping. And then they realize that I go to the point of denial. Hey, fear sets in. Now they start panicking. Before you know what is happening, they get into the point of despondency and they sell off what they bought at the point of euphoria at the top. They sell off at the bottom. That is exactly opposite of what we do in TONOIT. Remember, it's all about knowledge. TONOIT is everything. When you know it, it puts you ahead, like we heard from Marius a while ago. Now look at this. At the point where people are throwing in their toy and jumping out, that's actually when we are buying. That is when we get to the market, and then we ride through to the top, and then we'll make some money at the top, irrespective of what you are coming in. It could be $1, it could be $10, any amount, but we'll ride through to the top. Let's find out how practically we do that. Here's how we do that. How to grow your money through crypto farming. Now, you need to understand that we have the market position, talking about the coins. We have the tops and we have the bottom in every trend, in every movement. As you can see on my screen right now, let me pick up a pen. Now look at this. Here is the bottom. Okay, here is another button. You need to identify the buttons and then another button. These are the buttons on the chart you are seeing right now on my screen. This is for illustration. Now, here is the top, another top, another top. Now, here's what we do. We have stable coins and we have volatile coins. Volatile coins are the coins that from the word volatile, they always move the market. So the market is up, or the market is down, they are down. If you have $1 in the volatile coin, the $1 can become 10, it can become 20, it can become 30, it can become 50, it can become 100. You say $1, when the market is going opposite, it can become 0.5, it can become 0.3, it can become 0.1 because it is not stable. It moves to the market. Examples of such coins include Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Digibytes, EOS, NEO, so many of them over 2,000 the coin market cap, well over 2,000. Now we have the stable coin. Stable coins are very few. From the word stable, they are stable. Now what happens with stable coin? They are coins that don't move with the market. They are just like your fiat dollar, your fiat currency. Okay. All right. Now the difference, of course, the difference between this and your fiat currency. The stable coin here is not affected by inflation, while your fiat currency could be affected by inflation. Now if your money is in this stable coin here, examples of stable coins include USDT, CUSD, PAX, of course, a few others. All right, there are very few. Now, for you to stay and make money and be profitable in the coin market, here is what you do. You need to know, okay, when to swap between the bottom and the top. Between the bottom and the top, that will keep you in profit. So at the bottom, ensure your money is in volatile coin, so that you can ride it up when the market starts going up. At the top, ensure your money is a stable coin. Now look at this. You bought Litecoin at $25. And when the market gets to $100, what happens? You moved your money at $100 to a stable coin. Now you have $100, not $25 anymore. When the market drops, when Litecoin drops to $50 from 100, you are not affected because your money will be hedged. So you come down with your $100 and purchase Litecoin at $50 with your $100. That will give you 2 Litecoins. Now you have 2 Litecoins. Now your money is still in volatile coins. And then you rally again with the market to $500. When you get up there, you move your money to stable coin. Don't forget you have 2 Litecoins, and that will give you $1,000. When the market drops to $100, you will not be affected because you hedge your money. So when you get $100, now you have $1,000. You come down and buy Litecoin at $100 each. With your $1,000, you'll be able to purchase 10 Litecoin. When you rally with this to the top here to $1,000, friends, you are not going to be in possession of $1,000, but $10,000 because you have 10 Litecoins, $1,000 for each of them. What does that mean? Should the price of Litecoin get to $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 tomorrow, because you have 10 Litecoin at $5,000 each, that will give you $50,000. Once upon a time, you had just one Litecoin, but now you have 10 Litecoin. How much more did you invest into the market to move from $25 to $1,000 to $10,000? Nothing. All you invested was information that was available to you from TONOIT. Now, the question that comes to mind, how do I know the bottom and how do I know the top? That is where TONOIT comes to play. TONOIT tells you the bottom, and TONOIT lets you in to the top so that you can always swap your coins at every given time. Having said that, the question coming to us now is, are you new? Don't worry. Of course, I was once new in the market. Jerome was once new. Every other person who is doing well today in the crypto space, who knows how to swap between stable coin and volatile coin, we're all new at some point. Now, there is starter kit for you. There are training videos you can take advantage of right now at the back office when you come in. Something is coming, and that is School of Crypto. Okay, it got a curriculum for beginners, or people who have never heard, seen, read, understood anything about cryptocurrency. You will be in the beginners class, okay? And once you done with that, you write an exam. When you pass the exam, you'll be taken to intermediate class. After intermediate class, there's another class, advanced class. But friends, where are you supposed to be before you start earning? You can start earning even at the beginners class. That's the beauty of what we have, friends. Okay, now there are weekly live sessions you will need to join. Okay, every other time when you come on board. Now we have Telegram support groups. We have frequent family report that comes every now and then. Like yesterday, we got one last night, and we already taking advantage of the report. Now, where are we heading? What's the whole essence of all of this? Is it all about knowledge? It's about knowledge, fine. Again, it's also about farming. So with the farming, you will be able to, with $10,000 or more, $10,000 or more income by getting life skill when you go through a School of Crypto, which is coming very soon. Friends, $10,000 or more can be achieved by anyone. I mean anyone. Let's move on because of our time. Now, here's another part of our business. You've seen the first part where with little amount of money you can get started. All right, and you start farming, and you can grow it to much. We saw how $25 was grown from $25 to $10,000. You saw it, okay? Now, what next? Active and passive income. Now, this is happening if you choose to share the opportunity with others. Here is what Andres, okay, advised. And he has been in the crypto space since 2012. Here is advice. He said, don't buy Bitcoin, earn it. Don't use your life savings to go and buy Bitcoin. Earn it. That's his advice. Now convert your labor, your services, your products into something you exchange for Bitcoin. That is exactly what we are doing here. We are not taking our life savings and dumping into Bitcoin to buy Bitcoin. No, we are not doing that. Guess what we are doing? We are earning it. Because we are sharing this opportunity with friends, we are sharing the opportunity with others. We are being paid, and we are being paid, guess what? In Bitcoin. And when we are paid in Bitcoin, we go back to the crypto market and we start farming the Bitcoin. So friends, this is the wisest thing anybody can do right now. Do not use your life savings to go and buy Bitcoin. All you can do, get on board, get involved. Do what you need to do actively and passively to earn some income. And thereafter, guess what? You'll be earning Bitcoin every other time, which you can use to do the needful in the market. Now, here are the ways you can earn some active, of course, some passive income. Okay, some active income when you directly get someone to know about TONOIT, you earn some active income there. What happens? Those persons you got to know. You connected to TONOIT to use our product and make some money. All right, decide to share the opportunity with others to earn some passive income, yet another passive income and another passive income. Let me break it down for you. If you do that, here is how you can earn $1 million or more, friends, by following two simple steps. By following two simple steps. If you decide to actively get involved, perhaps passively get involved in what we do to earn $1 million every other time. Now, simply, I will break that down for you. Two simple steps. Become a rising star in 60 days. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. Now, imagine placing you before one of the latest Benz right now, and you are told you can drive that Benz home free of charge. It's all yours. But here's what you need to do to get that Benz, that 20 model, the Benz you are seeing there. Here's what you need to do. Become a rising star, and that Benz is yours. Become a rising star. That Benz is yours. You're like, wait a minute. You mean I'm not paying a dime? You mean I'm not paying $1? Yes, you are not paying $1. All you need to do, become a rising star, and you will drive home that Benz. Wait a minute. Much more than that, teach every other person you are connecting to know it, to become a rising star. The secret, that's it. You become a rising star in 60 days and help others, teach others, become a rising star in every other 60 days. That's all you need to earn Bitcoin, not to use your hard-earned money, your savings to buy Bitcoin, but to earn it from here. Now, when that happens, how do you become a rising star? Here's the structure. Now, this is you. Okay, let me get my pen again. Now, this is you. Okay, you connected Ami and you connected Ben directly. That is active activity you need to put in here. Now, you teach Ben, Ami connects A1 and A2. Ben connects B1 and B2. Guess what? You become a rising star. At this moment, you become a rising star, and you need to do this within 60 days. Guess what? If you do it within 60 days, you will get your $500 back. All right? Now, you need to go ahead and teach Ami, hey, I am not a rising star, positioned to make all the money that you can think of right now. Don't forget, the goal is $1 million. You teach Ami to do the same thing, become a rising star in 60 days. Teach Ben, hey, become a rising star in 60 days. When that happens, guess what? Here's where we're going to find ourselves. Now, rising star effect. If you are the top 9 rising star, you teach Ami to become a rising star, and you teach Ben to become a rising star. When they become a rising star, $500 is in your pocket already. And then they will teach others to duplicate. Before you know what is happening, friends, the rising star effect will go out of your control. You know, oftentimes when something gets out of your control, you are going to start losing money. But in our system, when something is out of your control, the more money you'll make when it is out of your control. Now, let's move further because of our time, talking about rising star effect. Now, this is you, okay? And you become a rising star. You help 2 people become rising star. That will give you $490 at your 3rd level. At the 4th level, now you have 30 rising stars at the 6th level. That will give you over $3,000. Now, at your 9th level, you have 254 rising stars, and that's over $23,000. At your 12th level, that's over 2,664 rising stars. That's about $187,000. Friends, at your 15th level, that's about $1.5 million. At your 8th level, friend, you are almost hitting $8 million. But we said $1 million, but you can see that you are earning much more than that. If and only if you become a rising star in 60 days and help others become rising star every other 60 days. Friends, how to become a rising star? Very simple. Here's how I become a rising star. Now, this webinar holds every day, Monday through Saturdays. Every day. And we are live on Facebook. So you go ahead, share this, the flyer seen on the screen right now. Invite. Okay, then on the flyer you see different times for different time zone for different people all over the world. We meet twice in a day, twice every day. All right, and now we are even throwing out something down for you if you invite others. So friends, this is one thing you don't want to miss, and this is one thing, of course, you want to share with others. Don't forget, do not put your hard-earned money in Bitcoin, rather in Bitcoin. What is a risk? Because every business got a risk. I'm sure you agree with me. There's a risk in every business. Now, what's the risk here? I'm going to show you that. Look at this. Now, here's what one of the smartest people in the world is saying when it comes to crypto farming. Now, remember, we have two opportunities, the crypto farming and the RSP. Now, Warren Buffett said this. He said, risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. I'm sure you know very well that if you must move ahead in life, you must take a risk. But he is saying that risk comes from not knowing what to do. Don't forget, we know what we are doing. As a result, the risk is minimal. We know when to buy when it's low. We know when to sell when it's high. But if you are not with us, you could be buying when you ought to be selling. You could be selling when you ought not. When you ought not. So, but that's not our case. So in that case, it means that we are on the better side. We know when to buy. We know when to sell because we know it. Because we know it. All right. So if you want to know it, come on board. Now, what happens the other side, startup risk? You're starting up with $500. That's all it costs you, $500 or less. Now, here's the opportunity. In the crypto farming, with your $500 that you are going to start with, remember, if you become a rising star in 60 days, you get back your money, your $500. You can put that $500 back. You can put it into farming. You can sign up to start farming with your personal cash. All right? And you consistently grow it. You saw $25 be grown to $10,000. You grow it consistently. If $25 is grow to $10,000, imagine what you will grow with 100, with 500, with $1,000. Now look at the passive income. We are looking at $1 million any roadmap. Does it worth it? That you part with $500 and what you are expecting is much more. Now here is what Tony Robbins said in his book, Money, Master the Game. He said, risk a little to make a lot. Risk a little to make a lot. Look at what we are showing you. $500 on one hand, $10,000 on the other hand for crypto farming, and $1 million on the other hand. Same hand when it comes to a passive income. Which is bigger, which is smaller. You can see that it's following the rule of the game. And what's the rule? Risk a little to make a lot. Friends, if you are still with me, trust me, this is where anybody, anywhere on planet Earth should be right now. And risk decision. Okay, let's look at risk decision calculator. With all that I just shown you now, what do you have to lose? $500 or less. Number one. What do you have to gain? $10,000 or more consistently from the crypto farming and $1 million roadmap from the active and passive income part of the business for those who want to go into that part. Number three, if 2 is less than 1, please don't do it. Don't do it. If what you are expecting is more than what you are parting with, the advice is don't do it. Now, if what you are expecting, okay, is much more than what you are parting with. If 2 is greater than 1, then take action. That's the advice. Now, what's your decision number? 3 or 4? What's your decision? Hey, quickly, 3 or 4? Not 3. If 1 is less, if what you are dropping into the business is far bigger than what you are expecting, don't do it. But if what you are dropping is far less, infinitesimal, compared to what you're going to get, do it. Take action. So what is your decision number? 3 or 4? You will do it or you won't do it. Decide now. Finally, on the final note, no time is fast spent. And the first step is always the hardest. Always the hardest in life, the first step. This is how to earn $10,000 or more consistently from a $500 business if you decide to take that first step. Guess what? It is the start that stops most people. It is a start. I ask you a question. What is stopping you? Friends, do not be most people. Now, that is all we have for you today on this presentation. I want to believe that you got something that will take you from the level you are right now to the level you want to be. Thank you very much for coming around. We are over 60 right now on this call, and I'm taking you back to Jerome. And Jerome, thank you for the opportunity. All right, I say a big welcome to everyone once again. Thank you. Now, here's what you need to do. Quickly, you get back to the person that invited you here. All right. First, you need to thank that person because he has done you a lot of good for inviting you. Now, request for a referral link, okay? Because our business is strictly by invitation. Nobody gets crashes, okay? So you get the referral link, click on the link. When you do, a form like I see right on my screen opens up. Now, on the form, okay, you click on enter your first name, your last name. Just enter all the details. If you have Skype, enter it. Otherwise, ignore. But please, very important, you need to provide your phone number. First, enter your country dialing code, and then provide your personal number. Of course, email. You need to provide your email address, okay, and create a password. Repeat the password, and down here you need to click to check this box to show that you are in total agreement with the terms of service of TONOIT. You may want to click here to see the terms of service. Thereafter, click this green area, sign up. Okay, when you do, emails will be sent to you to ensure that you have access to meeting. First, one of the emails welcomes you, while the other email carries the link. You need to click on that link, log into your, click on that link to validate your registration. Okay, thereafter, what you need to do next is to make sure you go back to tonoit.com and click on login, then enter username and password you created earlier, and that will take you into a business. Okay, so with that, we're coming to the end of our presentation.